Throughout the first Thor movie, characters repeatedly find themselves compelled to re-evaluate their knowledge of the world. Jane Foster and Eric Selby learn that everything they thought they knew about science and magic is wrong. Loki's antagonism is powered by the discovery that Odin is not his biological father. Thor never thinks to consider the possibility that he might be unworthy of wielding his legendary hammer Mjolnir until he encounters irrefutable evidence to the contrary. Implicitly or explicitly, these characters are all grappling with the question of how we can distinguish between knowledge, belief, and opinion.
It's not a bad thing finding out that you don't have all the answers. You start asking the right questions.
We can differentiate between these three concepts according to their relationship with truth. An opinion represents a claim that is entirely subjective and therefore disconnected from the truth, like, "This coffee is delicious."
This drink, I like it.
Truth is irrelevant because somebody else might be equally justified in claiming that, to them, this coffee tastes disgusting. Belief and truth can overlap, but a belief might be untrue. Thor believes he is worthy of Mjolnir, but until the climax of the movie, he's mistaken. This is a belief, but because it's untrue, it can't constitute knowledge. We find knowledge where truth and belief intersect. And the best example of how the film tests the boundaries between these categories is in the tension between science and magic.
Your ancestors called it magic, and you call it science. Well, I come from a place where they're one and the same thing.
Throughout the film, we see numerous examples of earthly scientific technology juxtaposed with the magical wonders of Asgard. Eric Selby continues to insist that Norse mythology cannot be true, that it represents belief but not knowledge.
Where'd you find this?
The children's section. I just wanted to show you how silly a story was.
But you're the one who's always pushing me to chase down every possibility, every alternative.
I'm talking about science, not magic.
Well, magic's just science that we don't understand yet. Arthur C. Clarke.
Who wrote science fiction?
A precursor to science fact.
But in the world of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, he's wrong. The Vikings knew that Valhalla existed because they believed it and their belief was true. So how do we distinguish between knowledge, belief, and opinion? According to the framework of the movie, by being like Jane Foster and not like Eric Selby, by trusting the evidence of our own senses, staying open-minded, and remaining receptive to the possibility that we might be wrong about what we think we know.